All right, my friends, been a pretty solid day thus far. I was a little off on my timing, but I stayed poised and I was able to exit my hedge for a small gain. What I'm looking for is a move to the upside here. We're looking at Tesla, excuse me. We have a failed attempt to break through resistance there, but there should be like a breakthrough resistance momentarily and then a break back down through it shortly thereafter. But I think I will probably exit based on the timing. No, should I exit here? Let's see. No. We've got about 50 minutes, so I think we'll probably see more movement to the upside because what we had is this like that's like 130. So that's an Ace of Cups move, moving to a high. It's kind of risky there. There might be a gain here at the end of the day, but I got in a little too. I should have waited a little longer to get into it. I'd have a nice gain rather than kind of like I have 200 like $190 that's realized and a $49 unrealized loss right now. Man. I'm gonna wait till the close, and if it's not at the close, probably here in the morning. I really like to get into day trades here, though. What we're looking for here, well, we had it up here actually. It's the three pokes through the same trend line, followed by a sharp decline. Usually it's horizontal. What I'm talking about is the sorrow card. Right there. One, two, three, boom. Sorrow card into off of the high. And then interesting that we have this move to the upside off of the low, but it's there's two ways that you could read this, making it a little tricky. It probably was a smarter move for me to exit out, but at this point we moved so much to the downside, I'm just going to wait either for tomorrow or the next day if it doesn't end up being at the close, because we've got indications of highs here. Oh wow, and that unicursal's on the third on the daily. I didn't even catch that. The unicursal's on the third. That's a cross-reading congruency with the fourth. All right, we'll come back to SPY. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin. Where the heck is my Bitcoin? There we go. Well, we had the sharp drop. We didn't have the move to the upside yet. Really? Well, actually, I mean, there was kind of a move there. Let's look at this from a daily. Overall sharp drop there. There should be a move to upside, probably creating a crest. If it follows a similar pattern as S&P right now, then it probably has like a higher crest before another sharp decline. It would be much safer to be in a short position overall in Bitcoin right now than in a long position, just based on uh, the overall trend card. We'll take a look at Apple too. Yeah, I think I might. Well, we'll see. Overall, it's pretty sharp decline overall for the theme, so I might be off. Like it might have been that the high was here first thing. I really don't think that's the case, but that is a possibility. I think the high is probably after this sharp drop. We do like some wild behavior throughout the month, and then we finish off to the downside at the end of the month. But this little one right here might be off the table. If you're in a long position, there's likely a good opportunity to exit on the third or on the fifth, but like on the third will be before a decline. On the fifth or sixth, or maybe even the seventh, hard to say. But we do return back to some significant peak here around like the fifth and the seventh. Hey, it was luck. Meta. Ugh, my ear's itchy. What the heck? My computer's been acting so weird. There we go. This one looks pretty toppy right now. Yeah, there's a cash out opportunity literally like right on the cusp. But there's also another high probably later on, and then even higher in November. This one looks pretty bullish at the end of the year, actually. October looks really mixed though overall. So for the remainder of the week, it's to the upside for this one. Let's do it by the day. Okay, so I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so I could get an idea of the accuracy of this reading, right? And this is the first. I moved the line over so that we can see the wicks. I got the moon card for the first, so that's pretty solid. We should have another similar kind of day tomorrow, back and forth. On Wednesday, another similar day, back and forth. On Thursday, there's an important technical price level that's highlighted probably as resistance. It'll be important on a 1-year chart scale. And then we have this big move on Friday to the upside. I'm not really seeing any entry or exits based on the cards, though. Before I do snow, I got to cover Apple. A bunch of 2025 readings coming out this weekend. If you're watching, you've been waiting on some 2025s. I assure you they're in the background. They're all getting done kind of like in preparation for final recording and editing. So when I do the recording and editing, there'll be a bunch of them, which is going to happen really soon, like this week, probably tomorrow. Yeah, this one's also very mixed. We have a high near within a period of sideways erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level. This is very pleasure cardy right here, so this could be a high. But it looks like sharp drop early in the month and then like a move back and then another drop, like really, really mixed stuff. For the week, let's see overall. Overall, there's a resistance level that's highlighted. Multiple failed attempts to break through it. Probably this resistance right here. Actually, I already have this marked off. Interesting. Yeah, that's basically the resistance, the purple line, roughly the resistance that will have multiple failed attempts to break through. Whoa, okay, there's a ton of price swinging going on here with Apple this week. So out of it is decline. There's a big move to the upside, a fast sudden move higher, ending the decline. Tomorrow we've got the full card opportunity where there's a resistance level that will probably decline from and then return to either on Tuesday or on Wednesday. Same situation on Wednesday, decline from a resistance. Thursday, there's a pretty significant move to the downside to key resistance on a multi-day scale. And then like Friday, a lot of price change on Thursday. And then on Friday, the decline there will offer opportunity to open up a long position on a multi-day kind of scale. So that was Apple. All right, let's take a look at snow. Oh, yikes. Today is Tuesday. What am I thinking? All right, let me do that again. Sorry, guys. Well, matter of fact, that actually still holds up. Yeah, okay, it still holds up because the first day was like this drop here. It still makes sense. So I think this is the resistance. We have multiple failed attempts to break through, and we're gonna like decline from it, return to it, decline from it, return to it. So it might be here, or it might be here. It's hard to say. Well, we'll have a good idea by tomorrow where that resistance is, and you can utilize that for some pretty serious trading back and forth around that resistance level, using it as an entry and an exit for long and shorts. If you're new to the channel, guys, this is unlimited question and answers, regular scheduled time. We do this every week. All you got to do is be a member of the channel. It's $50 a month, and you'll find that the members of the channel, they stick around. Like, there's a reason why, because nobody's as accurate as me, and that might sound arrogant, but it's also the truth. I'm not gonna get into it any further than that. It'll speak for itself. All right, so snow. I think we got a chart for snow as well. Let me see. Yep. Same thing for this one. Multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance throughout the week. Tomorrow's kind of like a pop and drop. We have an important technical price level on Thursday, and then the halting of a bullish trend on Friday, marked by a decline through key support. There we go. A day by day for the week of Bitcoin. All right, so what's taking place here on the 1st is this decline, this universal hexagram decline, but there should be a move to the upside out of it, which it looks like it's already kind of started there based on that candlestick, and we'll create a crest tomorrow that will then sell off from pretty sharply. Again, rally out of that on Wednesday. On Wednesday, there'll be a notable reversal. There'll be a fast sudden move higher that ends the rally along a diagonal trend line, and then a decline through multiple support levels, probably a trough on the 4th, and it'll be pretty erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level on the 4th. We rally into a resistance level on the 5th that we failed to break through many times before. There's probably a peak there. We have bearish price swings on the 6th, either bearish price swings or a sharp drop. On the 7th, we rally into key resistance on a multi-day scale. And then once we meet that resistance, we quickly turn around and head south. And usually with the truce card is when you head south, you'll pass the point at which you rallied into the resistance. Like where the rally started that took you into the resistance, you'll pass it on the decline downward. The decline will continue into the 8th, where we have a sideways fluctuating rally that precedes, a sideways fluctuating decline that precedes a rally. And both on the 7th and the 8th, we're gonna have big moves to the upside and big moves to the downside. So a lot of price swinging going on there, guys. And then we've got, I mean, there's more really mixed behavior. I think I'll hold off until we get a little closer, and then I'll have a better idea if I'm right or wrong about the high. It'll be based on where that the fifth, where that peak is on the fifth. That'll give me a good idea of if we're going to be higher on the 10th or if the high was behind us already. I think I'm probably going to exit this long, guys. If you've been following the Discord trade alerts today, probably a good time to exit along. It's like 3:30. We've got to fill the 10. Let me see. Hold on. I'm going to hold out till the close. But this, if you've got a profit, you should take it. I'm still down a little because my timing was off, and I'm being told to wait. So maybe I'll risk it, but. If you got a good profit from buying at the right time, like I advised you to do, I basically ran out of buying power and was like, okay, guys, well, I would buy here, buy at this time. You should probably close that position now just to be on the safe side. Remember, rule number 1, protect your capital. Game over if you run out of your capital. So always protect your capital. Always. Doubt equals protect capital. Should I? Protect capital. Buy, sell, protect capital. That's how you answer the question. If you have a question, if you know what to do, do that. If you have a question, protect capital. Hopefully that makes sense, my friends. You're welcome, Radmir. Let's see how this Tesla trade worked out. So we have this crest here around, what is this? 1240. Decline from that either there or we return and then decline some more. That's that Ace of Cups opportunity, or excuse me, Princess of Cups opportunity to open up a long position. And then that would have been like between 12 and 1 o'clock. Boom. I mean, like, really, so that's pretty solid. And then we were looking to close at a high around 1:30 to 2 o'clock. So we would have closed a little early. But even so, I always try to like, when there's a question of if it's time to take profits, I take profits because it's a question. So that would have worked out pretty solid, and then there was opportunity to open up. Yeah, you know what? I think this is probably going higher at the very, like, near the close. Which makes me think that the S&P probably is too. And there's opportunity there with that fortune card. Yeah, you could open up a short in Tesla at the close and close it probably first thing in the morning, or if not first thing in the morning, between like 10 and 11 when we're doing sideways rotation. Probably first thing in the morning though. It's September. Let's not get confused. That looks about right. Yeah, I would say you could at the close open up a short in Tesla or a put in Tesla. Thanks for the hearts, my friends. I'll get into Cisco and XYL in just a moment. I want to see if I can draw something here on the Tesla chart for people. Yeah. Probably want to exit around the range of. Yeah, right around there. So if you're new to the channel, guys, when I draw on a chart, remember, don't trade based on an exact price level. Red ellipses indicating where we should have like a reversal. So at the close, wherever we are, if we're up here, I'd say open up a long, close it tomorrow when we're in this little range here. And then you could open up a long probably there. I'd say maybe open up a partial long there if you're doing like a multi-day swing, and add to the long on the third if there's opportunity. That's a tough one. I would probably open up the long tomorrow and look to close it on the third. Do I still see Boeing having big moves to the upside tomorrow on Thursday? Yeah, guys, don't get scared. All right, don't get scared. There's price swings going on right now, so like it's gonna feel like it's gonna. I even got a little full, and that's why I got into a short, and I made a little bit of profit, but I waited too long, right? I should have just waited and not got into a short because it would have turned around. I would have been fine, you know. It's a little stressful, but I still made money. Point being is that there's going to be big moves back and forth throughout this week. On the S&P, when we look at the third, check this out, guys. Oh, it's the second, my yike. One ace, two ace, three aces, and a princess of discs. That's a wild day, guys, you know? Let's take a look at Boeing. Matter of fact, Cisco, XYL, and then I'll take a look at Boeing. Overall, more bullish or bearish for Cisco throughout the remainder of the week? There's a rally that's halted by a decline through key support, so overall bearish, but there's probably some swings in there. Oh, this one's moving to the upside pretty notably in like an unexpected move here. All right, let's take a look at Boeing. All right, so far that trade is actually looking kind of solid. We actually had better opportunity today. Go figure. But even so, if you hung on and you're following the trade alerts, then you're in a long position in Boeing and you're looking to close out of it when we get into this price level here. Although, one thing that maybe a novice SO trader isn't going to know to do is see how this candlestick, it brought us into the trade range, which it would have made sense to exit out. Why wait for it if you're looking for that range and it happens earlier? So hopefully people exited. But there should be another opportunity even so. That's the thing. You want to make sure you're closing within the price range of this ellipse. Hey, AV, of course. What's your question? Hmm. Will Shelia work out, brother? I got a yes for that. I feel like you'll almost feel like it's a victory of some kind, if that makes sense. I might be wrong about that move to the upside, which is why I always say go with the safe bet, the earliest exit. You're welcome. Oh, good stuff. Ethereum. I could take a look at Ethereum now and see what's up. Oops. I have a chart for that. Looks like I was pretty spot on about that trend line, huh? This is downward. Ethereum's going to continue to move to the downside here, increasing with momentum over the next several days. And it'll be some sort of fake out on like a multi-day scale, probably to the downside. Oh man, we were so spot on about the lows for the year thus far. Um, we had a high side thus far January, a low in February. I have the high for April. It's really May. Excuse me, it's really March. Excuse me. But then we have another move to the upside into May, where we have another highest high around April, May, actually. So that's pretty sound. Another high in June. We kind of like come back to it in June. And then we've got a low in August, or sorry, a low in July, a lower low in August, and it looks like we're probably going to end up in a lower one even still here around November. It's weird because in some readings I'm seeing highs, and other readings I'm seeing lows. There's some wild stuff going on here. Wonder if there's something like really. No. Either way, that we're going to see lows for the year again before the end of the year. And then it looks like in December, at the December lows, there's probably a multi-month buy opportunity to open up a long position. How long were INDO rally? So I think it probably goes into like December, January. Looks like I'm off on that. I'm not going to be right every time. And that's why the high was here and the trade opportunity was here, which is also why I said you should take your profits and not wait for the close. I was waiting for the close because I already have a pretty solid gain for the day, so... Five minutes left. I'd really like to see a pop here, but there's nothing really indicating it. Well, a little bit. The trade card opportunity makes me think maybe a little bit, but probably at this point it's kind of like turned over already. I made 90 bucks. Could have been a lot better. My timing was definitely off today, but I closed out. I'm trying to do day trading and not overnight swinging. Nvidia. Yeah, overall for the week, it's a decline offering opportunity to open up a long position. Yeah, you could probably open up a long here for like an overnight swing, or hold it into Thursday. Maybe it's hard to say. Might open up a partial just in case, because it's a nice night of wands tomorrow. Actually, I probably wouldn't. I would wait. Night of wands tomorrow, so most likely ending to the downside, but there should be rally in there. On the employee front, is Michelle also good? Not so much. Not so much. I mean, not there wasn't anything bad, but there wasn't anything really standing out as good either. All right, guys. With that said, I'm gonna roll. Oh, we've also got a special offer, guys. We're doing 6 multi-year readings. That's buy 4 get 2 free, I should say, for $600. Buy 2 get buy 4 get 2 free. It's a special offer for multi-year readings. You can pick between 2020 to 2029, 2030 to 2039, 2040 to 2049. Although I'd probably go with the one that's most relevant. If you're interested in that special offer, just email me or message me through the website, and I will set you up with the link. But most importantly, guys, as always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. Blessings to all my angel investors. I will see you guys tomorrow.